Welcome to the Tirora power plant of Adani Group. It is the second in a series of power plants being built by the Adani Group across different states. The first in the series being at Mundra in the state of Gujarat. The group is marching ahead with a target to add 20,000 megawatts by the year 2020. The plant is located in MIDC Tiroda, Taluka Tiroda in Gondia district in the Vidarbha region of Maharashtra and is about 135 kilometers northwest of Nagpur, the largest city in central India. Tiroda at present is developing with another foray into the power business by setting up the largest power plant in Maharashtra, which will generate 3,300 megawatts by the year 2013. On account of this, Tiroda village would see enhanced development in years to come. At 3,300 megawatts, Adani Power Plant is one of the largest coal-based thermal power plants of India. It has 5 units each of 660 megawatts. This plant is based on supercritical technology on the lines of Mundra Power Plant, also owned by the Adani Group, where the first such unit with supercritical technology was introduced in India in 2010. At a full load of 3,300 megawatts, Tiroda Power Plant will consume about 48,000 metric tons of coal per day. On an annual basis, about 15 million metric tons of coal will be needed for Tiroda Power Plant. Coal for the plant is received through a rail connectivity, taking off from Kachargadh railway station at about 3 kilometers from the location of track hopper wagon tipplers located at south of plant. The entire civil works has been done by Messrs. Gammon India Limited. The coal handling plant has been supplied by Messrs. Lawson & Toubro Limited. The coal will be unloaded through a track hopper and 4 numbers of wagon tipplers. The coal is then further conveyed either to the stockyards within the plant or to coal bunkers of various units. Facility to store around 7.2 lakh metric tons of coal, which is about 15 days stock, is made through 2 stockyards. Coal passes through 6 number of crushers, each of 1,250 tons per hour, installed in a single crusher house. The coal is fed to coal bunkers of different units before entering the milling system via coal feeders. The coal mills finely powder the coal, and then it is fed through burners into the boiler furnace. The main plant equipment, comprising the boiler, steam turbine generator and its auxiliaries, has been supplied by Messrs. Shanghai Electric Corporation, China. Each unit of the plant has its own boiler, also known as steam generator. Each 660 megawatts boiler can convert more than 2,111 metric tons of water per hour into high pressure and high temperature steam. For a 660 megawatt unit, the steam is generated at 250 times the atmospheric pressure, and the temperature is as high as 570 degrees centigrade. The steam generated from the boiler is led to steam turbine through high-pressure pipes. The steam turbines used at Tiroda power plants are 3-cylinder turbines for 660 megawatt units. The force of the steam rotates these turbines at 3,000 revolutions per minute. Generator connected to the turbine shaft converts the mechanical energy into electrical power. Cooling of steam in the condenser is achieved by indirect cooling using river water drawn from Wainganga River, located about 10 kilometers north of the plant area. This is called the circulating water or the cooling water system. It comprises of large-size circulating water pumps, set of pipelines and induced draft cooling towers. Each unit has its own cooling tower. The cooling towers has been supplied by Messrs. Baharpur Cooling Towers Limited, and the cooling water pumps are supplied by Messrs. Kirloskar Brothers Limited. The power generated from the generator is fed to the grid system via the step-up generator transformer located outside the main plant building. The power generated from is stepped up to 400 kilovolts and 765 kilovolts and fed into the Western region grid through outgoing transmission lines. Transmission lines connected to Adani Power Tiroda includes one DC circuit of 400 kilovolts Tiroda-Varoda 218 kilometer line and 2 into single circuit of 765 kilovolt Tiroda Koradi Akola Aurangabad 360 plus 220 kilometers line. It also has a 765 kilovolt switchyard and 400 kilovolt switchyard connecting through 3 single-phase 500 megavolt ampere interconnecting transformers. The ash generated from the Tiroda power plant is evacuated and transported to 6 large silos each of 1700 cubic meter capacity through an integrated ash management system. Ash is sent out by either trucks or rail from these silos. Further, there is a provision of disposing of ash to ash ponds, which are adequately lined, located in the vicinity of the plant through an ash slurry system. The ash handling plant has been supplied by Messrs. BSBK Engineers Private Limited. The Tiroda power plant directly uses river water for cooling system. 2 separate raw water reservoirs have been created with a total capacity of about 3 million cubic meters in the plant. For use in boilers and other auxiliary units, water is purified in RODM plant. Here, 6.5 million litres of DM water can be produced every day. Further, 137 million litres per day of clarified river water is used for other services for Units 1, 2 and 3, and 96 million litres per day of clarified river water is used for other services for Units 4 and 5. Adani Power Tiroda uses state-of-art technology for pollution control measures and environment management. Latest designs of electrostatic precipitators installed for each unit ensure that emission levels are well below permissible limits. Space provision has also been kept in the layout for use of flue gas desulfurization system (FGD) if required at a later date. In line with the commitment for eco-friendly generation of power, extensive tree plantation has been envisaged in and around the plant, and green zones shall also be created. For providing training to its graduate trainees and new employees, Tiroda project has adequate learning centers. The plant also has 3 guest house buildings. Ambience and atmosphere of these buildings and surrounding landscape reflects the spirit of excellence of Adani Group. As a part of corporate social responsibility, Adani Foundation works closely with the Adani Group of companies to execute the corporate social responsibility project's community development. Adani Power Tiroda thanks you for your attention and wishes you all the best.